Hector and Hannah, can you tell me your last names?
Stutz.
Ayala.
And what is your role here?
So I'm helping with fundraising, dispatch, logistics, and Hector's kind of doing the same thing.
Yes.
We're
So I'm basically like just a backup for operations, search and rescue. Um, we're having a lot of connects with people, different people from around the area to be able to locate this families, communities that have been stuck and lost, especially in my case, Hispanic communities, and trying to locate them and reach them and let them know that not to be afraid and that we're here to help.
What are you finding up there in the more remote areas?
So a lot of people, we're still finding people even 2 weeks after the fact, or 2.5 weeks after the fact, that have not been reached since this started. Lots of roads still blocked off in the far remote areas. Lots of places where people still can't get out of their homes. Just a few days ago, we went and we got some intel, and we went and rescued an infant that was on a feeding tube, that had not. They ran out of formula, and they had no way to get down from their mountain safely with all their children. So we were able to evac them. So.
And what is it that Canadians can do for you?
Sure. So honestly, our biggest need right now is financial contributions, and those can all be directed to Restoration Church. So what we're doing with those is doing supplies. We are buying generators. We are buying heaters. There's people out here that are going to be without power for up to 6 months. So they need to be able to have heat. It's the mountains. It's a very cold region. We're dealing with a lot of hypothermia already, and we're just a couple weeks in to the season. So we're buying firewood. We're buying plywood. We're buying sheetrock. We're buying gravel. We're buying culverts. We're here to rebuild. We're going to be here for months and months and months. All of these things require donations. So that's where it's going. That's what we need. And you have anything to add to that?
Hector,
Yes.
how is the team here doing? This must be tough on mental health to see what you're seeing.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes, you have to be mentally prepared. Well, try to be. You can't be mentally prepared. I mean, one thing is being stuck in this yard, trying to distribute people, and then the other thing is being out there in the field and actually experiencing people that are being stuck up in the mountain, and news and people around. They're not really saying what's happening. And there's still a lot of people out there with washed roads can't get out. And the people that lost their homes, they're living in the riverbanks, just in tents. And if you've experienced, weather and climate here in the mountains, it changes drastically, especially at night.
And I see the ATVs here, and I see the heaters and the tents. How important are those ATVs to getting where you need to go?
Most definitely, yeah, very, very important because a lot of these roads, yes, you can have access with trucks to a certain point, and a lot of these houses and these people that are stuck are up in the mountains, so you can't reach them with 4x4 trucks. It can only be side by side ATVs, and sometimes only horses
Yeah.
can reach them places.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and Hannah, I wanted to just ask you before we wrap up
Yeah.
the outpouring of support.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, your heart.
Man, I mean, we have seen so many people through here in the last couple weeks, between volunteers and people that just need help, that are finding us and willing to come and ask for it, and that's huge. And the amount of donations and supplies that have been dropped off, the number of people here that are just
Yes.
willing to take off of work for a week and come down here and camp out in the cold in a tent. I mean, we have tents set up all through this
Everywhere.
backyard where our volunteers are staying and sleeping in tents so that they can be out here to help this community. It's been really wonderful to see. Sometimes you feel like you lost a little faith in humanity, but this kind of brings it all back into check.
So
And
I'm gonna say a little bit on that
yeah,
one
go
too.
ahead.
What I hear a lot about locals is that lost hope.
Yeah.
Their hope is drained. They have no hope. So our goal is to bring that hope, because if it wasn't for all these volunteers here, there would be no hope in these mountains. There would be no chance of rebuild.
Yeah.
And right now, that's our goal. And
Yeah.
like she said, right now we're struggling financially, and just to try to keep people here to do that, to reach that goal.
Mhm.
And if you can go to Restoration Church North Carolina.org and do some donations, we would highly appreciate it.
And that man will take your money, right? You can have the money.
Yes, restorationchurchnc.org. You know, like I said, we're in a rebuild phase now where we're starting to get a lot of big projects that have a lot of big needs. So,
Okay, thank you
yeah.
both.
No
Thank
problem.
And thank you, boss.
you.
Okay.